was a time-engaging appointment. And I decided, well, all right, I'm going to use my time to improve the public transportation situation in Los Angeles. His mandate to us was to get started on building the first subway in Los Angeles. Los Angeles was known, and I think still is known, as an automobile-dependent city. And I think Raleigh, too, is getting near that point. I know the traffic coming here to the convention center was very familiar to us Angelinos.
It's a rare weekend, though. Usually it's not this bad.
It's not. It's only when you have these conventions.
Correct.
Yes, well, that's good. That's good. We have that in Los Angeles all the time. They call it the freeway, but you get on it for free so far, but then you park. We call it a parking freeway, and every 3 minutes you move about 3 feet.
I've been.
You've been there, you know.
No fun.
So Mayor Bradley's idea was to have the first subway in Los Angeles going. And it was an exciting thing. We got a half-cent sales tax pass for the local match. We went to Washington for the federal match, to Sacramento for the state match. And once we got the funds together, well, thank you for asking. Allegiance, for your information, is a musical that we developed about the internment of Japanese Americans. I'd written an autobiography, and the first third is about our internment, but it's still letters on a page of a book. And we wanted to humanize that story, and not only humanize it, but dig deep into the human heart. And nothing is more powerful at expressing emotion than a song, and therefore a musical. And we developed this musical, Allegiance, which deals with one of the most divisive, most destructive thing that happened in the middle of our imprisonment. A year into imprisonment, they decided to come down with a loyalty questionnaire. Demanded loyalty after they took everything from us, impoverished us, and imprisoned us for a year. And we developed a musical on that portion of the internment story. And we played it on Broadway. And then, before we closed, we filmed it as a stage play, but with using film technique. And so we released that with this company that does one-night-only screenings of rock concerts, operas, and our Broadway musical. And we today hold the record for having the biggest box office of any of these one-night-only screenings. So we're very and thanks to all of you again, your support that helped make it a box office success. And your question was, if it gets made into a movie, would I still be in it? Well, I play both the grandfather of the family as well as the young man who has a moving love affair with the white nurse in the film. And he's embittered because something terrible happens to that relationship. And he's an aged and bitter and angry him. The wonderful thing about my part, the grandfather is an old guy. And when I play the young man, he's an old man. And so I can age right into whatever movie it gets made. So if it gets made 5 years from now, 6 years from now, 7 years from now, I qualify. So yes, I will be back if it gets made into a movie.